I speak the truth and everybody knows. When you press play, it's educational. They wanna shut me down with their fucking po-po. Restrict me from their radios. They still hear me on the resto.
So you guys...
Are we filming? Are we turning?
We're filming. The only thing I'll do is I'll flip this one so I can check it. And
got
that
it
one
there?
too.
Non, c'est pas grave, la porte
I
à
like to look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, no, that's fine. That's cool. We're super chill over here.
Et ça, c'est tellement la paix, man. T'as ton mobile podcast, c'est tellement hot.
Même
I
on n'a
might
pas fait
steal
dans
that
van,
idea.
mais
This-
pour en faire un en van, il y a moyen de
Yeah,
set
we're
up
gonna
avec,
certainly
des
do it
wide
in a
lens,
van
là, puis
in the whole bit.
it would be
Tellement.
funny.
It's
Like,
cool.
kind of next together. So.
Man, non.
Yeah.
OK.
Well, we're already welcome
Okay.
to the show. Welcome to the Q-Niverse.
Yes.
We got Anik Jean with us over here. In the background, we have JF. We have MC over here.
Yeah.
What's going on, folks, over there? We got Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie on these
Good
buttons. The buttons, because I don't know what the
button
hell
pusher.
happens with all of this technology shit.
Yeah, I'm not
so
good
if Frank
at it.
wasn't here, none of this could happen because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Could set it up and run, and then you'll be okay.
No, we want you to stay here.
Yeah, you got to stick around, Frank.
I like it.
Fuck,
I
I
like
don't know
it.
how to shut it off.
It brings me good place. It's fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah.
So, how you doing, Anik?
I'm doing good.
Good.
And you?
I am doing well.
Yeah?
I'm coming off a little high in the last week. I've been super busy myself.
Yeah.
Doing the music thing and then going to Gesgapegiag to do a pre-premiere
Mm-hmm.
for...
Bon cup, bad cup.
Yes, which is super cool.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about Bon Cop, Bad Cop. It's a hot topic right now. It's the biggest thing that you're ever going to see on your screen in Canada and
Yeah.
in North America
Yeah.
and around the world.
Yeah.
Because it's super cool. It's going to be going
I know.
everywhere.
And even in the other galaxies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Because we're going around the moon and
Oh,
we're going
yeah,
to Mars and doing all
yeah,
kinds of
yeah,
cool stuff
yeah.
now, too. So there's a lot to talk about. I want to know a lot about what it's like. You're a Gesgapegiag. So you're already very familiar with my community. We've known each other for quite some time. We
Yeah.
fished together for years. You've
Yeah.
been coming to Micmac Camp with your husband for years. But what is it like coming into an Indigenous community and filming something like this? How does it, walk me through it?
Well, I think it's one of my best experience lifetime. I think in Bon Cup, Bad Cup, it was my favorite experience of filming was with you guys on the community for many reasons. For the human friendship, like les nouvelles rencontres qu'on a fait, discovering all these amazing people. I knew some of them, but discovering those kids who had so much talent. Everyone had talent in the community. I don't understand still at this day. It's crazy because there's some scene, big scene with a lot of people, extras and non-actors that we thought that would take way much longer to film, and they all did it in one take. I mean, it's just crazy. And it was such a nice experience, spiritually, the whole team lived something there. And I'm sure you would ask anyone from the team and they would say the same thing. Cause we left and we were sad to leave.
Yeah.
And to come back to the city, you know?
They were sad when you guys left as well. They would have been happy if you stayed longer and filmed the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting thing that you mentioned when you're talking about getting that many people together on set and being able to shoot scenes pretty easily. You know, people were getting on board, participating and listening to that direction. But there's a lot to be said about our communities and how we operate with a lot of things already, right?
Yeah.
So you take powwow events or there's mini powwows at the school, you know, so kids learn how to take, direction pretty good and coordinate for
but they
big
listen.
events. Yes.
Everyone was listening and everyone was serious about the project, and they were, Because, sometimes you're going to go and film with extras and they're like, some of them are good, but sometimes it's just, you have to discipline the whole thing, especially kids. But in your house, they were all listening, even the little kid. Like they were happy to be there. And we felt that. And so it was a nice experience for everyone, and I've been on a lot of sets, and Patrick, like way much more than me. But what we experienced was something special, really special, and a lot of generosity from your community, and a lot of love,
Gesgapegiag is a cool place.
It's crazy. Man. It changed me. Like, I knew Gesgapegiag, but now I'm so happy because I feel like I'm part of it now. And like, I stop for gas, and like they're all like, hey, how are you, Anik? And I'm like, I'm good. And I'm just, it's like, I feel like it's a new place that I can call home because like, I want to spend more time with them. I met Aline, and Aline is such a nice person that like, I want her to be in my life forever, and it's just so many people, and the kids, like just to see the kids when we shot, and the kids at the premiere, they just all grew up, and to see them change, it's so cool, like, and I was at the grocery store maybe like 5 days after, and I saw one of the girl, the one in the kitchen, like that shot with Joshua. And she was so happy to see me, and I was like so happy to see her. So it's like, it's really nice. It was really a nice thing. I'm really happy.
It doesn't take long for people to want to accept you as a community member and really pull you in, because you have to understand, and I can't reiterate that enough. These type of opportunities rarely come to our communities, where a production is willing to take the time and work with our people. And like I've mentioned before, we don't rush the children in our community. We don't rush the elders. We got to work at the pace, the vibe of the community. And you guys understood that very well.
Oh, yeah.
The team worked very well at it. But all of the people in the community who got involved there understood as well. Like, all right, as a community, we can't blow this.
Yeah.
We have got to do good. Yeah, there's a chance to show that as Indigenous communities, we can answer the call, and we can participate in this industry pretty good.
Yeah.
And, that opens up the dream world for a lot of youth in our community, and people that are older who've always wanted to try and maybe were held back, but now they're like, hey, let's go.
But they're so good. Again, like, I'm gonna repeat myself, but like, everyone was so good. Like, and I remember when we talked with Aline and her sister, and for the assembly, when we did the thing at Band Council, that's the name, right? Yeah. And she's like, can I talk in my language? I said, of course.
Yeah.
I want you to.
Yeah.
And I that she offered that to me, I just took it. And I was like, you're going to talk in your language. And that was important to me, because for me, like I talked, because Patrick was a showrunner. He was deciding like a lot of things. I was a director for mainly in Wendake, but I direct also certain things in Gesgapegiag. But I was telling Patrick it's important they talk in their language at one point. I want to hear that music. I want to hear that melody. And when I had the honor song, for me, I was like, it went so fast in my brain, because I'm like, okay, he's going to sing the honor song. And then when I'm going to score the TV series, I'm going to add just little things to just lift the honor song. And now when you hear it, it's so beautiful, because it's like a mix of my music and what I hear from the honor song. And for me, it's just like, I have chill, like talking to you about it. It's just so beautiful. And I think people from the community is going to be happy to hear it and to see that it's the real stuff,
It is. It sounds amazing. And it's really cool. Yeah. And that's an important thing to mention too, that you're not just behind the camera and in the creation of this project. you're doing the score. You do the music for all of these films and all of these episodes. So it's important to mention that because you see it from another angle too.
Yeah,
right?
and it helps me as a director that sometimes I shoot knowing what I'm going to put as music there. And like, you know, the last scene of episode 3, which is really dramatic, and it's shot in slow motion. I directed it. And I wanted to feel as much as sadness you can feel in one scene, you know? So I just put it like there and it worked, you know? And it's important for me, like the music, it's a character in a TV series or in a movie. It's so important. It can fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Like there's some movies that I stopped watching because I couldn't handle the music.
Shit. Yeah.
And music's too loud and it's too present and it's not the right fucking thing. Yeah. And so it's really like fine tuning and like finding the right thing. And I wanted to have artists, make my artists. So I have songs of you, I have songs of Hank. It was important for me to place it, and because I choose that too as I'm scoring the movie, but the series, but also I talk with my music supervisor, and I tell him I want this song. So I chose all the songs in the series, and I wanted to have like real talent from the community, and it fits so well in the scene. So I'm really happy about that too.
Yeah, it works out super, super good. What was it like when we're doing that? Like, so we're talking a lot about this church scene because it's a pretty amazing scene when it comes out. You know, in Gesgapegiag, when you see this, it's pretty moving. There's a lot of emotions. You know how to drive the emotion in there with the music, and like you said, it's so important with that music punch. What impressed you most about that day? Because we're talking about a lot of people that were involved in this shoot over there, okay? So there's a lot of community members there. There's a lot of spectators from the community off on the sides watching this whole thing.
Must have been, huh?
Oh, man. An event like that happening in our community, it's massive.
Oh, yeah, it was...
cameras, the trucks, so much going on. So many moving pieces. What, if anything, was surprising to you, or
funerals?
Like in that scene around the church where we had so many people involved, what stood out the most for you?
The serious of your people, the serious of community, and how patient and how they were listening to everything and they wanted to do the right thing. I was impressed. Again, I have I was impressed with that, of the quality of the listening they had. I seriously, I'm like, and I have it in my documentary, you see it. As soon as we were talking, they were just like quiet and they were listening. And I was like, wow. And so we could build that thing together. And it was easy. It was like, they knew exactly what to do. You know that crave when we send that scene, when everyone is going like towards the car, they thought it was all choreographed.
Really?
That was their note.
Okay.
And I was like, I look at Patrick, I'm like, wow. They think it's choreographed. No, it was like in the gut feeling, and it was like going, I mean, I felt something so strong there when we say, okay, we're gonna shoot this. Because we're shooting, to explain to everyone, is like we're shooting, there's this funeral happening, and then like the community is there, and then cops from GRC are coming. RCMP are coming there, and they arrive and they just fuck the moment. And so the community and the cops, like David Bouchard and everyone, they're all pissed at the cops. And like they're all going towards them, and they just like they come to arrest one of the girl of the story, and then like they cannot believe that they're doing that in this sacred moment. And so then they're all walking towards the car, and they almost like lift the car, you know, and it's just, but there's so many emotion there of the community, and it was real. Yeah. You cannot choreograph that.
No.
You just can't.
That's what's really cool about the whole makeup, with the on paper, the writing, and then in the community, and the directing, and allowing space for our people to really express what we really feel. you know?
But that was important to us. That was really important to me.
But it's overlooked by a lot of productions.
I know.
A lot of places.
But I
so-
wanted to do things differently. And I wanted to show people that, like, we want to do it. I'm white, but I want to do it the right way. And I want to do it. I want to explain the real story.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, oh, yeah, well, it's not exactly what happened. Like,
Can you tone it down a little bit?
tone
You're a
it
little
down,
too
and
Indian
it's
right
like,
now.
And, you know, like, I'm going to direct another movie, Kimik, you know, like, which is, I'm supposed to pronounce it, Kimik, the book of Michel Jean, which is all the tragedy that Inuits went through. And I'm white, but I want to show, because, like, it's kind of the same thing. It's the vision and the side of them that I'm showing, not the side of the white people. Because I'm so pissed that it happened. And for me, I'm trying to do it a way that, like, creatively, that I can tell a story that Michel wrote, and it's you know, it's not like a documentary at all. It's like a fiction, but it's inspired by
true events.
Which was horrible. And when I read the book, I cried so hard, like I was unstoppable. And I called Michel, and I was just, I'm so pissed of what happened. And he's like, I want you to direct it because I know you have the la sensibilité pour le faire. And I said, I want to do it. And so it's not like to be the white director and show everyone, like, it's not that. I want to say the truth.
Right.
And do it the right way, like I did Bon Cop, which is important to me. And I want to show that, like, we can work together.
Yep.
And there shouldn't be any difference, you know, like, I want to hire everyone, like, who are good.
But it's important to point out, right? It's not like you wrote this story and now you're bringing it to the screen.
No.
This story was written by an Indigenous writer about Indigenous experience, and you're now working with him to bring it to the screen for people to see. So it's important for people to understand the difference there too. Right? It's not like important. You wrote the book and now you're going to, because then it's not Indigenous.
I couldn't write that.
Right. So it's Indigenous storytelling. And you're helping bring it to the screen for everybody to see. There's nothing wrong with that. I have the same conversation when I'm working with, you know, when I do music, it's with Music Nomad. And the director over there is non-native. Doesn't matter. It's servicing Indigenous artists, you know? And the majority of the staff there are Indigenous. But as long as the Indigenous stories are being told, what they're helping is taking those Indigenous stories through music and putting them on platforms and you know, giving Indigenous artists access to that, right? So that's what is happening right now with Michel Jean and your collaboration as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Bon Cop, Bad Cop is the same thing, you know? So it's wonderful to have those collaborations because it's a shared history.
You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
The Italian.
Say
it, the Italian.
The Italians. Yeah, right here is a collaboration with Mi'kmaq Irish and Italian. He's always laughing because I call it, because I don't say, how do you guys usually say it?
I don't know, like Italian?
Italian?
What is that?
It's Italian.
Italian.
They're Italian. Italian. Yeah, so he's always laughing because that's how I'm talking.
I like Italian. That's what I like.
He's the Italian stallion, Frankie over here. You know, but collaborations are important. You know, and we got to keep moving forward with those collaborations because, if anything, I can't wait till everyone sees Bon Cop, Bad Cop because they're going to understand the collaborations.
I really think that we did something unique, you and me.
Yeah,
and I think we hopefully we're going to change things, and hopefully we're going to start a new way to work, and it's going to awake people.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Awake people?
Wake people up.
Wake people. Wake people the fuck up.
That's what you say. Wake the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up. But and it's like the other thing that, like, I learned on Bon Cop. I really like working with non-actors, and it gave me ideas. You know, like, I was like, I want to do a project with just non-actors.
That's cool.
And I want to work again with the community, and I want to work.
That's even more cool.
Yeah, I know. But, like, I what if I'm doing something that we create together, and it's all non-actors, and because like we did it, it was big, we did it.
It was massive.
It was massive, and now I'm thinking like, let's write a story that like, I don't know, there's 5-6 people in the story, whatever, but like to work with non-actors and just like you write the story and I direct it, and like. I just loved it because like there's something with non-actors that you don't have with real actors. It's raw. They don't analyze everything because like actors are like this, they're like, oh my God, I just moved like this. I should have not moved like this. And it's just like, fuck. Yeah. It's so hard sometimes with director because like you see the actors who are really good in improv. That's easy. That's fun. To work with actors that did improv, it's so much fun. I'm always saying to young actors, do improvisation. Because after that, you have like such a freedom. Yeah. But you have that with non-actors because they don't know the technique. Yeah. So they're just going with the feeling, like they're going to do like, okay, I have to be sad. Okay, I'm going to... like they're going through what they know, not what they learn and what they fucking, So there's something about it that I really want to do because like I really fell in love with the community and with the kids.
Oh yeah. There's some talent in there.
Oh my God.
It's incredible. The talent in Gesgapegiag is crazy. Look, there's talent in all indigenous communities. I don't want to be, but I'm from Gesgapegiag, so I'm going to brag about my community.
The one I know is Gesgapegiag. I'm sure there's like talent everywhere.
For sure.
But like what I experienced was in Gesgapegiag, and I was just like, I was in awe. I was just like...
But they were on board. And,
why do you think? I'm questioning that. Like, why did... What made them, like, have confidence in us? It's because of you. It's because the way you brought it.
Yeah. I approached the people, right? I spoke to chief and council. There was many steps to getting there, right? I didn't just say, hey guys, we're going to shoot this here and this is what's going to happen in our community. You guys have to jump on board. Because they would hang me. Like you know what I mean? They would be like, absolutely not. So
you brought trout.
I had to bring a lot of trout. Well, Frankie got to see what I do with trout because, that's a real thing I do all the time. You got to come with me and catch some trout and deliver them because it gives me the opportunity to feed elders who have fed me in the past. It's important. This has been a part of their diet as far as they can remember, right? Fresh trout from the bay, from the river, and they've eaten this all the time. Now, you get to a certain age where it's hard to get down by the river and go and get that yourself. We're the ones who are supposed to do that. And it gives you an opportunity to visit and share stories, and that's medicine. And talking about medicine, bon cop, bad cop, was medicine in my community. I'm telling you right now.
For sure.
On so many levels. So when we're talking about, all right, let's look at what you were just talking about, Crave thinking it was all, there's a choreography around, everyone chasing that police car and reacting the way they did. These are real emotions because over and over again, we're dealing with disruptions from RCMP agents who come into our communities or onto our territory.
Invasive.
They're always invasive, enforcing regulations that don't apply or, they have no business doing what they do. How often do they use more force than is necessary with our people? I've seen elderly women handcuffed and put to the ground. There's a long history there, a very long history. But this gave us an opportunity to express how we feel about them coming in.
I could feel it.
Yeah, because this was acting, but we could live out those moments in reality and express that anger and know that we're not going to jail today. So that the people took advantage of that and said, well, we're going to flip this motherfucking car if we can,
But you know what? As much as violent it was, like, not violent, but like there was frustration and everything, but there was a beauty in this.
Yes, like, it's the medicine.
It was like, I could see how when we say cut, and they were like, it's like, they was giving high five and it's just
knot. It's a knot right here when you carry that in, It's a knot when you're constantly carrying this anger. So when you have a chance to express it, boom, there you go. A lot of times we get the opportunity to do it through sport or whatever, but this was a different platform to do it and they took it and it was magic and it was medicine. It was medicine when it came to lateral violence. Rod LaRock is the chief of my community, and he and I hadn't talked in 10 years. He's my second cousin. Political crap. Nonsense. Nonsense. So there was a separation of clans. And this gave us an opportunity to work together for the community, the best interest of the community. I know he works in the best interest of the community. He knows I work in the best interest of the community, and it gave us the opportunity to tie it. And we talk. He was there at the pre-premiere. He was there. You see him in the show, along with other council members, you know? And that was a very, very big moment when I sent the invitation for them to come and participate in those scenes. And Rod and I were right in front of the Galgosiette and shook hands and talked to each other for a few minutes. That's amazing. It was amazing. And thank you, Rod. So that was very, very nice. And I just want to keep building off of that because I believe that we can make big changes with art.
I think so too. And I'm happy you're saying that because like when I was saying how much I fell in love with the kids, I feel like it's not enough what I did. Like, I know I did a lot with Bon Cup, but I want to do more. Like, I don't know what yet, but either it's a short movie, a movie, or something creative with them. But I would love to do that in the community because, like, they want it. Like, I saw the fire in their eyes, you know, when we... And after that, you know, that, like, I interview each of them, like, all the small... the kids and everything. And I was asking, so what do you want to do later, you know? And they were like, well, I want to be an actor.
Right. Yeah, no brainer.
And then just to hear that, I was just like, I made them believe that dreaming is possible.
Absolutely.
And for me, you know, it's not just with community I think about that. It's all kids, you know, all the kids everywhere. Like I went to the school of my son like 2 months or 3 months ago, and they want, like the teacher was inviting me to talk about how I score movies. So I was explaining the road I took to get to scoring movies and like what I did and everything. And they're in high school, second grade, like secondaire 2. And I said, soon you're going to feel pressure of like what you should do, you know, and like where you should go at the cégep. And it's really important to take decision, but you're young. Maybe you're not going to know. And it's like, you have to experience life, you know, and you have to see and you have to dream. And the most important thing is to dream. And I'm never going to say it enough to the kids is you have to dream. Like I opened up for the Rolling Stones because of a dream. I was not known 6 months before. You know that.
I remember. That was amazing.
And I did it because I dream, you know, and that's what I'm trying to teach kids, youth, and in art. We can change things. We can have the kids want to work harder, like in school, if they have like art things, like if they have like things to look for, you know, if it's always in the same fucking books, you know, and like, and you learn everything that everyone is, but each kids are unique, you know, and they all have talents in anything. So it's like...
And we need the variation, right? We need artists, we need carpenters.
Yes, we do.
We need lawyers, we need, you know, filming. We need everything, right? We need everybody. So we got to let people choose what they're going to do. But for a long time, you know, like my generation, I'm 49, and like my generation, our parents were like, you should be a lawyer, you should be doctor. And it's like, if you want to be an artist, it's not cool. You know, you're not going to make money. Yeah, but I'm going to be fucking happy though. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like, so I'm not saying everyone should be an artist. But
you know what? You got to explore the field, and it's good to try different things to see what you're most attracted to.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a prime example. Liam.
Yes.
You gave him an opportunity to be in Lost Soul.
Yeah, my first movie.
Your first movie, his first job as an actor. He was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Never stopped.
Yeah.
He's 21 years old. He's in Bon Cop, Bad Cop. He's been in Three Pines. He's been in several other projects over the years. That's because you gave him an opportunity to dream. And as soon as he tasted it, he wanted more. boom, look what he's doing now. You know, he's chasing that dream, and that's wonderful. So,
I'm trying not to be emotional.
Yeah, I see.
Like
You're
I'm
gonna be-
working really
she's
hard,
the
but like
godmother right there.
I'm so proud
Yeah.
of him, and I remember his face and like, but he had that fire in his eyes, and I could sense it, and I'm not surprised where he's at, you know, and he was so good in Bon Cup, and he was so like this, you know, he played like, and I was like, wow, that little kid was there.
It's crazy.
So, you know, that's,
as soon as the first scene he shot,
oh my
we were
God.
standing next to each other in Gesgapegiag. First scene he shoots with Josh Ojik and whatnot. She looks at me and starts crying. she couldn't handle it.
I was like,
Said, it's
oh
enough.
God.
I can't take it.
Well, for sure.
I remember Mel see when she came on set and she looked, oh my God, she was.
I send her a picture and she's it's like, okay, chill, guys. It's gonna be cool.
We're so
but you
proud.
see, that comes from providing opportunity. You know, so
to give chance.
yes, the people just need a chance, and it's amazing how far people will go once you give them a chance.
I know.
You know, so
And sometimes you're gonna have kids who gonna go in a bad trail.
Yeah.
And you give them the chance to do something like this, and whoa, they're going back. You know? And it's like we have power with art. We have power of giving chances and to give like them hope, and that's what I felt like in Gesgapegiag is like I saw all hope in their eyes.
Yeah.
Elder too.
yeah, absolutely. Look at
And
Aline,
it was
right?
amazing.
Aline and her sisters were just
And Toby.
Toby was absolutely
You know, it's like-
bonkers, man. He loved it so much, and he looked good on screen. Huh?
He looks so good
Yeah.
on screen, and they all look good on
Yeah.
screen. I don't know what's going on in the water there, but like,
yeah, it's that
Not the
Gesgapegiag
same
water,
one. Yeah,
man.
it's
that
the river.
Gesgapegiag water. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. But it's certainly been medicinal in our community, and I'll say it over and over and over. You know, the power that art holds in order to change the course of someone's life and provide opportunities. It's so strong.
Yeah.
And you guys did a wonderful job coming into our community, taking the risk. Nobody else is taking that risk. Nobody. All this talk of truth and reconciliation and all of these programs that come out and all of these, you know, almost like always trying to make us fit in this cookie cutter
Of course.
design, you know, like, okay, we're going to take indigenous content, but we want it to look like this and we want it to look like
and
that.
and talking about that, like you know, but you don't know. But anyway, like we fought to shoot in Gesgapegiag because they were like, well, it's far.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost a lot of money and like to you know lodge everyone and blah blah. I'm like, I don't give a shit. We have to shoot there.
Yep.
I'm gonna take less time in Montreal. I want to shoot in Gesgapegiag because what we're gonna have in Gesgapegiag is gonna be fucking real.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the real thing. Like I'm not gonna go in à Laval, si penser que c'est Gesgapegiag and build like no, I'm not gonna do that. Like but we had to fight.
Yeah.
To do that.
I'm sure of it.
We
There's
fought
no
for it.
surprise that, you know, there's a lot of battles and I really appreciate all of the efforts you guys put in. The community appreciates everything that you guys put into there because there's a lot. And not only that, I mean, right from the get-go, talking to Pat, being invited into a writer's room, and being able to express myself and say, no, this works or this doesn't work, you know, and listen was important. It wasn't just lip service. It wasn't just to have an Indian in the room. You know what I mean?
No. And Patrick was so... Quentin said that we have to do that. Like it was really...
Yeah, and it was fun to be able to know that it was going to be done right because, like I said, my folks would have been pissed, you know, if it was done the wrong way.
reason.
Absolutely. Yeah. And on so many levels, casting, you know, being able to meet and talk with the entire crew, right? Before even coming to Gesgapegiag.
You remember how many times we did it?
We had like friggin' full meetings. But
and
this
some
industry,
people didn't
oh my
understand
God.
what we were saying.
Yeah, it's because the industry has functioned a certain way for so many years and has gotten away with doing things a certain way, you know, and not making proper verifications, whether if somebody's indigenous or not. That's just a simple thing, right? And I'd laid it down. I had talked to everybody involved. involved casting, and I said, look.
And I was a little pit bull.
Yeah, she's pretty rough on it.
Yeah, I was just like, if someone
Anik,
didn't listen,
you gotta calm down.
He was like, Anik, it's all right. No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not all right. They didn't listen to you, so we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, that's right. So we had another meeting with 140 some people.
And we had to re-explain because some people they don't fucking listen. Fait que moi j'étais comme, they need to understand that it's serious. No, mais moi c'est.
All right, I'm sorry guys, but now I gotta get mad.
But it was so important that when we arrived there, the whole crew, because we were like 120 or something, that everyone was walking the same way, talking the same way, everything that was said that they had to remember and they had to do it. Because if I was like, seriously, j'étais rendu là militaire. I was like,
it's pretty strict.
Checking everyone.
Yeah. Is there someone that didn't listen? She's coming in there. Yeah, she was walking in with a little black mustache there.
No, mais c'est ça.
Man, she was rough.
Yeah, my husband think I'm intense sometimes.
But it was important because otherwise, if you guys didn't get so intense and make sure that there was consequences of some sort, they would have just continued to do what they normally do in this industry, and that's just
invite pretenders.
Exactly, and that's what was happening, right? So we had to look through.
Crazy,
oh my God, it's crazy,
man.
Yeah, it was very, very difficult.
There was some people that tried, and I was like, "Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna try with Quentin and I?"
Yeah. It was pretty tough.
You were intense too.
Well, I had to be, right?
I didn't know you.
Yeah, I was acting as well, right? So I had to be like, it's like, Jesus, I hate talking to people like this, but I can't do this, but it's because I know who I have to answer to, and I know you got to understand. There's people who are constantly fighting the pretendianism on the front all the time. You take people like Catherine Boivin, who's constantly denouncing these people who pronounce themselves as Indigenous and take up our space, and it's really stealing from us on every level. It's the most colonial thing you can do, to take somebody's identity. It's like we've lost enough. So, of course, these cowards, they're quite violent with the women in these platforms on social media and whatnot. So it's not right. So I wouldn't be helping her if I allowed all of this stuff to happen, because she's trying to protect Indigenous spaces, right? Not just her. There's a whole lot of Sophie Claude Miller is one as well. There's a lot of people, Xavier Watso, and so they do a lot of work. So I would be counterproductive if I was allowing all of this crap to happen. So we have to work together in order to make sure that Indigenous space is reserved for Indigenous people.
Yeah.
But thank you for allowing me to enforce protecting that space.
Mais oui, fallait. It had to be the right way. And I'm happy when I look at the results, and when I see the series, I'm really excited. Like,
it's really cool. What's really cool too is I should have brought that up earlier, but I think it's a good time to talk about it now, because I thought it was pretty impressive. To bring you and Pat and a couple other members from the team at the very beginning to an AFNQL meeting with all the chiefs of the province. Oh my God,
that was amazing. Yeah. It was so amazing.
Because for me to move forward, I was like, okay, if I can't have the support of the Indigenous leadership in this province, it's going to be hard for me to move forward, you know what I mean? And without their trust. So I had asked Ghislain Picard, he was the regional chief at that time, if we could have space at one of their meetings to present the project and persuade the chiefs to, accept the project, which had never, ever been done in the history of filmmaking in this country.
It used to just be done, and that's it.
You just do it and that's it. But we actually took the production, sat them, in front of all the
my God.
chiefs in
It
this
was
province.
so
Pretty intimidating,
stressful.
And they went ahead and they presented the project, and then we waited for them to approve
must
it.
have been stressful.
Yeah, because we were not even sure if they wanted us to go and talk in front. And I was waiting for Quentin to say, okay, so finally they want to. And then we were like, oh my God, okay, we're going now.
Yeah.
So we went there, and I remember Mathieu Lemay was there too, our art director. And Mathieu, it was so important for him because like he wanted to recreate the assembly and to see how they put their things, and like he's really très sérieux about it. And but what an experience we lived.
Yeah.
Tabarnak.
Dude.
When we went out of there, I was like,
Oof. Wow. I was thinking, man, I'm going to put them through the most intimidating scenario you
perfect.
could
Sure,
be
you
in.
didn't impress anybody there.
No,
You know, like,
it's
it's like you walk, they're like,
no, and I was really I talked a lot about like in front of a lot of people and sang in front of thousands of people. But that day I was like,
it's different.
oh, like du gag. And I was just like, okay. But Ghislain was so nice, you know,
he was.
and so we felt welcome.
Yes,
like
true.
You know, when we finished talking, like we were talking with our hearts.
Yeah.
So Patrick and I, and they saw that it was pretty.
But I wanted to set new standards.
Yeah.
If
And
you
you
wanted
did.
me involved in here, we did things that no other production has ever done. First of all, verifying every Indigenous person involved when
You
it came
did
to
that.
casting. People working wherever you're working
Quentin
in
was
here.
the special agent.
So we would verify that. And even like
follow
Josh,
them for 2 weeks.
even Josh Ojek, who's on the screen, we see him in Hollywood films, right?
Yeah.
And I called Gideon Zibi. I said, hello, Angel.
Yeah.
This is Quentin. I need to know if Josh is registered in your community. And Angel's like, oh, Christ. Of course he is. I said, okay, so I'm
It's
getting
their
that confirmation
pride.
from you.
Yeah,
I
of
need
course.
that. But I also asked for someone else who was claiming to be from that community. I said, can I have a letter? And they're like, how many do you want? That they're not from here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And I showed them to a few people there. I
Yeah.
said, you see?
Yeah.
Don't argue with me.
Yeah.
It's not from here.
Yeah.
But, and also when I talked with Brenda, Joshua's mother, she knew your dad.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And like, I was like, this is such like a.
Do you know Josh was a kid in 2012 and during the Idle No More movement? I brought 2 busloads of people from Gesgapegiag and Listigouge to Parliament Hill in Ottawa to go and protest, okay? 2 busloads. And on the way, we needed a place to stay. So we went to the school in Gidigan Zibi. And all of our kids stayed, because we brought a bunch of youth with us. We stayed in the gymnasium. We all slept there. Josh was one of the kids who,
No
who was
way.
chaperoning and being there.
Oh.
So, and I worked in politics before, so I knew Brenda. Brenda was in politics before too.
So how was it to be back with her? Like to know, like
no problem. It's
That
fine.
was-
When
I
we
mean-
were like the very first day we were filming. Remember we cooked salmon in my
Yeah.
yard and whatnot. I'm sitting there and I was sitting down talking with her.
Yeah.
Gave her some salmon. We're just chit chatting about politics from the old
that's
days.
so funny because I was like wondering what you were talking about that day, and I saw that they were connecting pretty well. I said, well, Quentin is connecting with anyone, but then she told me, she's like, no,
Yeah.
I know Quentin for a long time, and
Oh yes, yes. So
it's
we're
cool.
interconnected. You know, it's a Indian country's pretty small. We all know each other some way, or we've worked with each other somehow. So it was really fun to reconnect on a artistic front. You know what I mean? So it was super fun. It was nothing but good medicine the entire time.
It was
beautiful.
really fun. I mean, I'm sad it's over. You know, like there's something cool about being in editing right now, and because like, you know, I'm editing the documentary that I decided to do, and
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait. We've seen just a part of it a while ago. It's pretty amazing, and the community is going to love it.
because I was supposed, you know, like at the beginning, I had a camera while we were shooting, and I wanted to shoot like making of and behind the scene. And then at one point I said, there's more than that. There's a documentary right here. And then I was like, I don't know how I'm going to put it together yet, but like I'm going to shoot everything. So then like I shot everything with Marie-Julie, and from day 1 actually, it's not true, from day 3 to the end, because day 1 and 2 was in Montreal, and I wasn't there in my head yet. And then I said, let's start. And I had so much fun doing that. And I realized that there's this documentary that I wanted to show that like Bon Cup became this thing, this reunion thing of putting all people together to do an art project. And like, so it's like I'm talking about that, but talking about everything in it. But I think it's necessary. This documentary is gonna be.
It's so good. It's wonderful, and what I like is there's more in-depth look at people in my community and around the community, so they get to see themselves more. Because you know how it is when you're making films or episodes.
It's like a family album I did.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And, the final product, there's, you see people in there, but it moves quickly, right? So there's a lot of editing, a lot of coming out. But this, it really sits down, like you said, like a family album.
And you see more how
MJ
we worked.
did a freaking awesome job filming that, too.
Yes,
right? Yeah, she did a great job.
And so it's great because and there's a big portion of like the community that I wanted to show because we live something so extraordinary, like with you guys. So I wanted to show that and not just talk about it in interviews, I wanted people to see it.
Yeah, and it's such a big difference than just mentioning it, right? They see it. And,
you see
so
it.
cool.
And how important you were too. So you're pretty important in the documentary, so it's like it's a nice project and more to come. I really want to do more projects like this, and I really enjoy the way we did it. I wish the whole series most of the series, because we did the same kind of thing in Wendake as well. But like seriously, Pat and I, we just love it so much when we were in Gesgapegiag.
Well, I hope people see like the value of coming into Indigenous communities and actually participating with the people. And I think that the rest of the film industry is going to notice because it's so good.
Yeah.
So I hope that opens up the door, kicks it down
Hopefully.
to say, look, this is the way we should be doing it when you're working with Indigenous people, is involve them from the get-go and be there, because those are things you can't recreate. You can't recreate that. No. There's no way you could have recreated the church scene anywhere else except for Gesgapegiag.
And I needed people from Gesgapegiag to play that scene, and it's the fact that there was kids, elders, like all different generation there, and they live different emotion there. You're shooting in a church. It's like it's intense shooting in a church. We were not talking the same way. We were not, my first assistant, my director assistant was not like yelling as much as he's, when we were in a church, we were just, going with and there's such a nice, amazing vibe in the church.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. You know that when I was young, because I live in Bonaventure, and every time we were passing by Maria and Gesgapegiag, my dad was always like going in the road. He's like, I'm going to go and show you the beautiful church. And like, I was always looking at the church. I was like, this is such a beautiful place, and I'm so happy we shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
It's super cool. So, everything's filmed. Mm-hmm. In the final editing for the docuseries.
Yeah.
Come Monday, May 4th.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you. Premiere in Montreal.
Yeah.
You looking forward to it?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not as much as Gesgapegiag.
Right?
But yeah, I am. I mean, it's, it's like Montreal. You have no choice to do it, know?
It's a big thing, though.
It's a big thing.
Thank you so much for letting our community see it first, because that's a big move.
That was important.
That is a big move to do, and I know Crave probably wasn't, jumping around in celebration for that, but you guys stood your ground and made it happen. Thank you very much. I look forward for everyone to see it in Montreal too. And in Ottawa, the reactions are going to be crazy. And I think it's just going to be an explosive series. I don't even think you guys realize what you created. I don't think you understand at what level this is fucking good. And
I hope
can't
so.
Wait. I can't wait to see the look on your guys' faces when you tell me I'm right. Because I'm telling you, I know you know that it's good. I know you're confident in the product you put out, but I don't fucking think you know at what level, exactly at what level this is good at. And it's going to be a lot bigger than you think.
I very hope so, that like it's gonna change things.
Yeah.
It
already has. You know what? You don't have to hope on that level because it already has.
Yeah.
It has changed the mindset in my community for a lot of people. It has provided the opportunity to dream for youth in my community. We just keep building off of that. And we'll work on other things for sure.
I want to.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And thank you, Quentin, for everything, because without you, it would have not been possible to do what we did with the community. And I think you're a big part of Bon Cup, and maybe we're in the Gesgapegiag family, but you're in Bon Cup family now.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think we're going to end right there because it's been a great podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on here. I know you're busy right now. It's only going to get more busy, but we're going to enjoy it. And what day of the week is it going to be coming out? As so the premiere is going to be, it comes out on Crave May 7th.
Yeah.
And then every week there's an episode that pops out?
May 7, it's the 2 first episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 week after, it's one episode.
Is it like on a Thursday, a Sunday? Or has it been announced yet?
Je vais te le dire. Yeah, well, it's the same. So if the 7th is...
A Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, so every Thursday. And the last one is on June 4th. And the documentary is going to be on June 4th as well, right after the last one.
Oh, that is so... I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be so cool. Yeah. You know, the kids in my community wanted me to set everything up like we did for the premiere for every Thursday, every day that it would be coming out for an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if I was home, guys, I would do it.
Yeah.
Of course I would do it, but I'm not home.
Yeah.
So maybe someone in the community would want to do that. If so, go and do it. Yeah. But... thank you, Gesgapegiag, for participating in the madness.
So
it's been so much fun.
Yes.
It's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Peace. Up na multas. Thank you, Frankie.
My pleasure.
Yay.
I speak the truth and everybody knows when you press play, it's educational. They wanna shut me down with their fucking po